Money is one of the most important things in any relationship. I mean, in a work relationship, in a family relationship.
Even in your own relationship yourself. Money is
Yes,
important.
with yourself, and then especially in a marriage relationship.
Yeah.
Today on
Love and everything in between, we'll be talking about finance.
So managing money in our relationship has always been a tricky thing.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I mean, we had a conversation about it, and we had an agreement, and we said, "Oh, okay, you know what? You will have this, I will have this, and then we'll have this joint thing." It never really happened that way. For several reasons.
Not because I didn't keep to my own part of the bargain, but because
You didn't keep
income.
to the
Wait,
part of the
first at the beginning,
Okay.
income
Just
wasn't
let me
coming. Income wasn't coming in as we expected.
That's at the
at the beginning.
At first,
Yes. Income wasn't coming. I think I was the one that had a steady 9 to 5.
No, but the funny thing is, when we met,
yeah.
income was coming in.
both
I had
sides.
income, you had income.
Yes.
So based on that, we made this agreement and said, "Oh, okay, this is how we're gonna do it because we have this income." And then I lost my income,
Yes.
and then income was coming in primarily from you.
My side.
Mine was very, very occasional, and then after a while, I had my income, and then
I didn't
you
have
didn't
any
have
income.
any income, and then eventually, I mean, where we're at now, we both have an income.
Yes.
But it seems like, I mean, we had all these great plans, we made all these great.
We had formulas.
We had
this
formulas. This is how it's going to go here.
Yes.
This percentage. It didn't really work out because life threw curveballs.
Yes.
And with those curveballs, we had to now start adjusting.
And then making changes, learning how to manage, learning how to make do without, because if it wasn't important, it wasn't necessary or something like that.
Yes.
It was what we decided, like
If it wasn't necessary, it
it
wasn't
wasn't important.
So
So maybe if I was used to a certain kind of thing, and so we basically had to prioritize.
yes, we learned to prioritize until such a point as, I mean, even now that we have income
We both have
flowing in,
incomes.
we still have that prioritization mechanism or system just in place. It's just, I think it's born more from the fact that we had to do this over a period of time, and now it's just stuck. It's just something that we do. However,
And then I had the habit of I'm the spender.
yes, so I was going to mention that personality, they don't really tell you about these things, but each person has sort of like a financial personality or profile.
Yeah.
And that's really, really has a big impact
On how you
finances
finances
are
being
handled.
managed or handled,
And
yes.
these things can actually bring in a lot of tension. So like she was saying,
I'm the big spender.
Yes,
the
right.
money is here. We're not taking it to heaven. Let's just enjoy our lives and spend the money. We'll keep some for a rainy day, for projects or whatever. But
yeah, but the song for a rainy day self used to enter the
wait, no. So I will have a reason for the rainy day. So I didn't realize that it used to frustrate him a lot, because he will know that she had money today. Then maybe 1 week later, I'll be like, man, I'm broke. I'll be like, what did you use your money for? And I'm like, remember when we went here? I used the money. He'll just be like, you need to learn. Rogba told me some harsh words. But I'm forgiving him.
Harsh truths.
No, it's harsh words
No,
to me.
truths.
It didn't seem like truth at the time.
But now it's truth.
Yes.
So I was just, telling you the truth that we cannot be coasting along and then, how they say you are just one illness away from poverty.
Yeah.
One major illness or one major problem away from poverty.
Poverty, yeah.
I mean, you need to come to some kind of compromise. You need to understand who's better at what. So because we found out that, we leave money in Bill's hand, she will spend it.
I've changed.
Down to if I leave cash in my wallet,
I've changed though.
it will find
A
work.
use.
It will find work.
It
It
will
will
find
just
a use.
like lose cash. You just put it in the wallet. Come back, it's not there. Bio, where is the? Oh, I just quickly. Why? So it caused a lot of friction, to be honest, at the beginning.
Yeah.
I remember one time that, and then I have to say this. Bio used to be fond of loans. I hate owing money. Like I absolutely hate it.
When you say fond of loan, it was because I didn't have an income and I needed to do things. So I started taking loans.
But the weird part is she would not tell me that
because
she's
I
going to
felt
take
like
a loan.
I was.
So I used to
helping.
inherit loans.
No, it wasn't all. I paid my loans. It's some that you paid.
I used to
no.
inherit loans.
No.
So you know how I don't.
Let's say the truth.
Some.
It's not all.
I didn't say I inherited all the loans. I said I used to inherit loans. It's not all.
Some.
I used to inherit. It's the English.
Okay.
I used to inherit loans. So imagine you have planned, okay, I have this amount of money, so I'm going to do X, Y, Z by this time. And then as you're calculating the X, Y, Z, build up like, so I need this, I collected this, and I need to, and you're looking at her like, I don't understand. How? Like how? And then you have to inherit that loan because obviously she didn't have an income. So how are you thinking you're going to pay those loans?
From the pockets, either the pocket money or I'll calculate it somehow. Women nurture and multiply.
That's so. That's so. Be careful.
So also because we're in the same industry, it was a bit difficult because sometimes we both not have jobs at the same time, and then sometimes I might be working or he would be working and I'm not working, or sometimes we're both working. So it was a very yo-yo-ish kind of situation. So what we decided, or what we now spoke about, was that, okay, you know what? At every given time that there's a project, set this percentage of money aside. And then it also would depend on how much we were earning or bringing home. So we would set a certain percentage aside and say, okay, this percentage is going to this. I know that I probably haven't met up with putting up money into the joint account. Let me just say it now. But
guys, joint account is a scam. That's all I'll tell you. It's a scam.
not.
So anytime a woman tells you, oh, we're gonna open a joint account, well, not all women. I mean, I'm sure there are women that are dedicated to this joint account. But you see, most often, what is yours as a man belongs to two of you. What is hers as a woman belongs to her. So you will open this joint account. You know, they have this, okay, we have this separate accounts, then we have this joint account, then we have a joint emergency account or whatever it is. You just find that you are constantly putting money in this joint account, you know. The balance doesn't used to change between the time you put money in last and when you are putting money in again.
So as I was saying,
make peace with it. Just make your peace with it.
And then also, if you have kids, open accounts for them.
Yes.
And then it's also a way to help them save and build up credit. Okay, we're not in a credit-based system, but it's just so that they know that, okay,
they need to even start just
understand how money is spent,
works.
how money works. So we save money. And then there's this game that if you have kids that are older, you could start teaching them. It's called cash flow.
Yes.
So we introduced it to our kids, and it's basically how you use money and responsibilities.
You basically build up assets, and you try to reduce your liabilities. So you need to make enough passive income
to get out of the rat race,
to cover your liabilities, so that you no longer have to work to live. Pretty much.
So I remember one of the days we played it, and Tenny incurred 2 children. And
he was so upset.
He was going. He said, children are expensive.
He said, children are so expensive. And then both me and his mother just looked at him like,
you don't say.
You don't say. Children are really expensive. So now you understand.
So he kind of they kind of understood, and then it's also a way cultivating that habit with them as well, because I didn't have that. I grew up just believing that money was meant to be spent. So coming into marriage, I felt it was the same formula, and I'm like, you know what? I have this money. I feel like going to eat somewhere today. I go. I don't think of the consequences of that action. But it took having a very good partner that was very grounded. It's not like he doesn't spend money. Rogba, well, he's a big spender, but he prioritizes. Like, you know what? If I want to spend this money, I keep it aside, and then when I need it, I use it. So I now had to learn. It was a lot of work. I won't lie. It wasn't easy. I had to learn. There was one time I even saved to a certain degree, and then I spent it on something.
So I think the idea, at least what has worked for me, and I think you started imbibing that now, is when you make money, for us, it's take out the one you want to blow.
Yes.
So you pay yourself. Take out that money. That this one is
It's
for
my
blowing.
money.
So you move it aside. Then the rest of it, you can now,
Decide
apportion
on
it
what you
according
want
to
to
what
do.
you decide.
Yeah.
Or what the responsibilities are. Okay, the bills, you need to put money towards the bills. You need to put money towards saving. I mean, saving, in my opinion, is the least form of investment that you can do.
For yourself.
As an individual, whether you're married or not. I mean, just save. It doesn't matter whether you're making $1 million, $1 billion, you're making 10 naira, 1,000, save. Because it's what I realized is it's a habit. You automatically continue doing it regardless of the income. But if you are making small money and say, money is not
small.
enough, when I have money, I'll save, it's a lie.
You won't.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
You will continue to spend money the same way that you've always spent it. Now, another interesting thing is how, people hide each
How
other's...
much they earn.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend, and I remember we were having a conversation with a group of guys at a party, and, the subject came up about how, he had gotten this,
New
promotion, and he had, bonus and all that. And I was like, your wife must be very happy. And the guy's like, she doesn't know. He said, because if my wife knows how much money I now make, the children's school will change. Where we're going on vacation will change. Most likely, the cars will change. Do you understand? So I find that a lot of guys have this fear of letting their wives know how much they earn, because they just feel, once woman don't see that money, they will help you figure out how to spend it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've actually also heard of a few people where it is the woman who's, making more money, and then the guy finds out, and then all of a sudden he starts shirking responsibilities
on her,
because he's like,
you have more money.
After the one making
the
more money, that's on one hand. And there's also the traditional thing. I mean, my dad always used to tell me, you must never know. Don't let them know how much you're earning. Don't let them know, because if they know, you will tell them the amounts that you feel they should,
okay.
And I always found that weird as a child. And when I wanted to get married, one of the things that was important to me was communication, openness, transparency. So we had that conversation.
Yeah,
it was one of the things on the checklist that do we need to know how much each person is earning?
Yeah.
And I mean, from the get-go, we did that. Everybody knows how much is coming in, how much is going out. And I feel that something that happened to me when I was younger that made me feel like that was important. My dad had this friend who was quite wealthy, but he had I can't remember. He had a wife and children, but I think he also had children outside or something. And then he died. Now, when he died, nobody knew where his money was.
Oh wow!
They didn't know. They didn't have access to any of his accounts. They didn't know where some of the properties he owned were. So the agents, the lawyer, down to even people selling off his shares, because his family didn't even know he owned
that he had
these
that
things.
kind of.
So it was the professionals, in quotes, that knew where these things were, that just made off with it. When they just realized, oh, okay,
the family's not calling.
And they couldn't find a will. Do you understand? So nobody was calling them. This money is sitting there.
So everything went.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I understand privacy and all that, but I think there's some conversations that just need to be had.
Yes.
Some conversations need to. It's key, because God forbid, see when I was in the hospital and it looked like I wasn't going to make it, and you're already thinking, okay, so what am I going to do? But you knew where everything was.
Yeah, because you always constantly drill it in my head.
You knew where everything was. She has my everything. She knows, she has access to everything, because I don't want a situation where, and it's not even, I mean, even if it's not even only about her. It's about the fact that, I have 2 children, and I want them to be provided for.
Yeah.
So it's important that she knows
Yeah.
where, and then just in case, we also have another set of things, another set of systems in place just in case the unforeseen happens and it's both of us that are not around.
Yeah.
We've provided, we've set up a trust
Yeah.
to make sure that the kids will be able to, access things that we have put in
They're
place for them.
entitled to.
So I think it's important. I know I'm coming all the way from, letting your spouse know about how much you earn, but I just feel like transparency is key in a marriage. It's difficult, to be honest. It's really difficult because, I mean, my wife is a big spender. I just tell my wife that, one money has entered. She just use style. You just notice that she just be reminding you about certain things. Oh, remember that this thing? So it needs to this one haven't yet done. Do you get? But you will have the hard conversations. And madam, that money is not for this. This is what it's for. And then put it there,
With all that you have said, which is very valid, and your beliefs and all of that, I know that a lot of men out there, it's two-way. So either the men are scared to let the women know how much due to their own reasons, or what they feel like, no, maybe based on how they were raised growing up or what they saw.
That's an ego thing.
Yeah, or an ego thing, I just feel like women, we also should also try to help build that trust, because I've been in situations where if I didn't have access, or I didn't have the information that I had, I would have been stranded, because at the end of the day, he still earns more than I do. So when an unforeseen incident happened, there was no way I would have been able to pay the bills and then maybe still take care of things on ground. But because I had access, I didn't misuse that trust. So I think we should also be able to build the trust with our partners, so that they know, so that men can open up more. Some men might not tell you because they feel like, if I tell you, I still have to spend money because the wife might be the saver. But you understand, let them also know that, okay, if I even tell you this 80%, you will make it work because you would save. So I think both of you should understand who is the saver, who is the spender, so that, and both of you now come to a compromise. Like for myself and my husband, he initially thought it was cute that I was the spender when we were dating. Like,
it was cute.
It was cute, because I'm like, oh, let's go out.
But at the back of my mind, I thought
I was
you were still saving.
Yes. No, sometimes he asked me so, I was like, wait, with all the things that I spent, if I still come and tell you that I have this money, don't you think I'm doing a risk too? Like, think about it. You know how much I'm making. But, it took us actually stepping back and accessing. I'm like, you know what, Bill, you have a habit of spending money. This is how you have to do it. And he'll give me ultimatums. By the end of this year, I want to know how much you have. And I'll be like, pressure. But it has now helped me pick up that habit of saving. I know a lot of women that give without even you knowing that they are the sole providers in their home. But on the flip side, there are also women that feel like, you feel like he's not doing anything to help you. Hi everyone.
Welcome to another challenge.
And for this challenge today, we have to roll this tissue with a glass full of water. Do not let it spill. Don't let the tissue cut. And then you have chances to win prizes. Whoever does it or goes the furthest in 5 minutes.
5 minute timeline?
Yes, wins.
So let's do this.
You can do what you were doing, Godwin. End of the shot, end of the shot, end of the shot, end of the shot.
I cannot do the shit.
Okay.
For the sake of... water that gets you. It's the water that gets you. Yeah, that's true. No, that's why you're stopping. That's why you're stopping. What's that one? This thing is still going. 500.
Take your money. Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. So
Final round. It's 1-1. Who's going to be the winner?
Tiebreaker.
Let's see.
All right.
Wow. 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 You got to the watch.
I wanna watch. Okay, so Rogba.
Can't I forfeit?
You cannot forfeit.
Okay, are we good? All right, let's go.
Because he has seen a trick I did.
What was the trick you did?
That's what you're doing.
I'm just rolling because I realized that when it stops, it causes more problems. Yeah, so it's hard to get it to move again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, show up! Bloody show up!
Tell you lost all your money.
Okay.
Mommy's good at table games, or Bio is good at table games. Rogba is better.
I don't understand. As in, it was a time.
What does it say? Can you read?
I have a watch. Where's my watch?
What phone?
I got a watch.
I
I got money. I got more gifts than you did.
But I won.
I don't understand. Please, I won.
2-1.
I won.
Peace out.
Bye.
So can we go?
What's his name?
What's his name, oh? Call the guest and say, hold on. This also helps to build trust.
Yes. Knowing
Pause.
that you can. So how many minutes?
You have 16 minutes.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah, so you take that analogy. Yeah, do you want the shirt?
No. Because I don't know what she put there.
No, it's Henderson.
Oh. Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
cut.
Cut.